Good morning students of class 8. Today we are going to discuss the topic the Renaissance and the first chapter is towards the modern period. Okay. So before discussing the topic the Renaissance, I would like to recall the last point of the previous video. That is in 1453 Constantinople, the city was fell down and it was occupied by Ottoman Turks. So after its fall, we learned in the previous video that the scholars of Constantinople moved to Rome, Italy, we can say, and there they pursued the knowledge, and thus it became the cause for the Renaissance, because Italy, Rome was the center of the Renaissance. Okay, so that's why I just thought to recall this event. So the fall of Constantinople resulted in the Renaissance, we can say. So what is the Renaissance? It is very important topic. We have to read also in class 9. So it is better to understand in this class only, so that in next class it will be easier for us. Okay. So the meaning of this term is rebirth in French. So Renaissance means rebirth in French word. Rebirth, what does it mean, rebirth? It means that after having knowledge, after the spirit of inquiry, people stopped believing on the old institutions and the earlier beliefs, and those beliefs were wrong, and that's why people faced many problems at that time. Yes, like we can say there was rule of monarchy. Church also got the political power at that time, and in this way monarch, church, they used their political power to exploit the people. Whatever they told, the people had to follow. Yes, and due to their status in the society of Europe, people believed on the things what were said by those institutions, by those old institutions. So when Renaissance came, when people started thinking in new way, when they applied their own common sense, okay, when they started a spirit of scientific inquiry, yes, then we can say people of Europe, they took birth again. That's why the meaning of Renaissance is rebirth. Yes, and we will discuss one by one what were the effects of Renaissance. Before that, I would like to say that there were two important features of Renaissance. The first one is the spirit of scientific inquiry, and the second one is humanism. So we are going to discuss the spirit of scientific inquiry, and then we will discuss humanism also today. So the spirit of scientific inquiry, I was discussing about that. Because of this new trend, many developments took place in Europe in different fields, we can say, in every aspects of it, like in politics, in society, in religion. Yes, there were changes occurred after Renaissance. First of all, I would like to say that earlier in polity, what changes came after Renaissance? Earlier there was rule of king, but now people were questioning that it is not that only the rulers had the authority to rule. Okay, uh, the common people, those who deserve, they can also rule. And we know that one of the characteristics of modern period is emergence of democratic politics based on equality and freedom. Yes, so we just can understand that earlier the monarch was there. It was indeed in modern period when Renaissance came. Yes, between 14th to 16th century in Europe it started, and after that people revolted against the empire and established democratic rule. So in polity this change we can see. Now we are coming to the religion, because it is very important that the church also acquired a lot of power at that time, and due to its power, its status, it said many wrong things and it implemented many wrong practices in the church. Yes, and people just, they also used to collect taxes from common people. They used to sell the paper of indulgence, okay, that granted the people to overcome from the sin. Yes, nepotism, like the church officials were occupied by the relatives and friends of the existed church officials. Yes, so these were the problems in Christianity, in the religion. Yes, in medieval period we can say. And when Renaissance came, when people started thinking differently, when the spirit of inquiry came, they just questioned over the church and the principles of church also. Yes, so now people were not in the position to just believe whatever it was said by the priests of church. Okay, so we can say that there was change in religion also. The next topic is Protestant movement. Protestant movement was also the result of Renaissance, because when people started questioning, Protestant movement started. Yes, we can say people just questioned over the established principles and thinkings, and as a result new thinking came in the religion. Like, take the example, earlier it was said by the church that sun revolves around the earth, but due to Renaissance, due to spirit of scientific inquiry, Copernicus suggested that it was the earth which revolves around the sun. And Galileo also supported the theory of Copernicus. Okay, so in this way we can say that church used to give wrong information to the people, and earlier people believed on that. But when Renaissance came and Copernicus, when he said about this, now people lost their faith over the religion of Christianity and the officials of the church. Okay, but it is fact, it is said that the church presented Galileo in public to admit whatever said by the church, that was the sun actually revolves around the earth. So by force, just to prove themselves true, the church officials forced Galileo to say like this, but it was not like so. So we just concluded that inequality in religion after Renaissance, the new thinkings came. Yes, one major discovery of that time was printing press by Gutenberg in 1453, we can say in 15th century. Yes, so when printing press came, the Bible was translated into English, and it was just circulated among the people, and now people became able to read the teachings of Bible, and whatever the changes that came after Renaissance, now the actual things, the real message of God, Jesus, were spreading in the Europe by the discovery of printing press. So in this way we can say the awareness, the new knowledge, the right knowledge were spreading in Europe after Renaissance. So these were the effects of Renaissance, we can say, and that's why we say it modern period. Okay, new routes also were discovered after Renaissance, we can say, because the event that we studied, the fall of Constantinople actually linked West and East, the West and the East, but after its fall, the trade declined between the West and East, and that's why that event also led to the discovery of new sea routes, we can say. So Renaissance was also the result of the fall of Constantinople and new trade routes that were discovered by the Europeans like Vasco da Gama and the other persons, other navigators. We can say it was also the result of that event, the fall of Constantinople. Okay, so due to the spirit of inquiry, people started just discovering new routes which could link the West, the Europe to the other parts of world, and hence the trade would be continued. Okay, so we have discussed about the Renaissance and its first feature, the spirit of inquiry, how the spirit of inquiry has changed the thinking of the mental world of Europe, we can say. Now we are going to discuss about humanism. So the effect of Renaissance was on the lives of humans. Earlier we know that people used to write only the religious books, about the divinity, about the spirituality, okay, and their focus was just on these things. But after this event, after coming of Renaissance, after rebirth, after new thinking, the authors, the writers, they themselves focused on the lives of people. Yes, because there were many problems in the lives of people. We have discussed, that's why Christianity arose, that's why Jesus came and spreaded his knowledge to end the sufferings of the people. So what is humanism actually? To end the sufferings of people, the miseries of the people, we people jealous of each other, we hate with each other, we are intolerant of each other. Yes, exploitation by the upper classes to the lower classes, such kind of problems were there. Okay, and these are the actual problems of people. By these problems, people cannot be happy, cannot lead a peaceful and prosperous life. Yes, so these were the main center of concern for the writers, which happened only due to this topic, the Renaissance. Okay, and now writers started writing about the problems of common people, how these problems can be ended. Okay, so religion also played an important role to end such kind of things. Okay, so we cannot ignore totally uh, that earlier forms of writing the religious books were not concerned to the lives of people, but now the, there is shift from earlier one to in the modern period. Okay, now more and more focus of writers came upon the lives of people. Yes, like in our book, in Hindi book, we know the writer Premchand. Premchand actually discussed the problems of common people. Okay, and in this way, literature became mature. Okay, so when literature matures, when it deals with the problems of common people. Okay, so we can say just that our in modern period in Europe after Renaissance, literature became matured and it started dealing with the subjects which were related from the common people. They suggested the things, they spreaded the awareness that we should not involve in such kind of practices which creates problem for the people. Okay, so this was the humanism actually. So in this way we have completed the today's topic, the Renaissance. Its two features, the spirit of inquiry, and we also discussed the second feature, humanism. So in this way we have completed this topic. Then in the next video we will discuss the next topic. Till then, goodbye, thank you.